All right. So I'm just about to do some kickboxing on my bob. But I wanted to make this video real quick because actually moments ago I was doing a Facebook Live thing, and it's actually kind of fun. We got a bunch of people on, and the question I kept getting asked was, Greg, how long will it take me to cut from 18% to 10%, or how long will it take me to cut from 16 to 10%? Everyone wanted to know how long it's going to take them to get down to 10% body fat, and most of these people were around 15 to 20% body fat, and that's a good question. I guess naturally people they want to know how long it is going to take to get to their goal. It's just they want to have that timeline so they know when they should be there to make sure they're on course and they're going at a pretty good clip. Typically, what I see is when you're on a solid cutting program where you're going at a good clip, not too fast, not too slow, you tend to drop, about 2% body fat a month. That's very good. If you have more fat to lose, you can go faster than that. If you have less, you might only go down, 1%. You might not want to go faster than 1% body fat a month. So typically, if someone wants to go from 20% to 10%, it might take you about 20 weeks. It might take 5 months. That's a little bit on the slower end. If you're going at a fast clip, like in my aggressive fat loss program, you can very well lose about 1% body fat a week. And someone that's say 200 pounds, 1% body fat a week is pretty much about 2 pounds of fat loss while maintaining muscle. So it's going to be somewhere around there. Someone that wants to go from 20% to 10%, it could take anywhere from 10 to 20 weeks, 10 being extremely fast, and 20 being a lot more likely. Now, what's really important to explain here is this assumes that you're consistent. This assumes you stick to the plan. But a lot of people, when they try and cut, they, fail. They screw up. They have a good few weeks and then they mess up. It's so common. Most people screw up their diets and they end up spinning the wheels for most of the time. In fact, think about all the people that decide they're going to go on a diet or a cut and didn't actually complete their goal. Most people don't complete it. So I can tell you could get to 10% body fat in 12 weeks, but that's only if you're consistent. That's only if you stick to the plan. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay to take a break. Sometimes you might go from 18% down to 14%, and then you want to stay there for a couple months because you need a break from dieting and you want to really lock it in and be able to enjoy life a bit more, because you definitely have more room to work with when you're in maintenance mode. So ultimately, there's no real answer of how long it will take you to get from 20% to 10% body fat or 15% to 10. It could be, it could be 2 months. It could be 3 years. But if you are very consistent and you are eating at a good solid deficit and you're strength training and you're not having any huge binging days that offsets it, then typically what you'll see is you can drop about 2 to 4% body fat a month. And then once you get to about 10 to 12%, you gotta go a bit slower. You might lose 1 or 2% a month if you're solid and consistent. But again, it's important to realize it's not about getting to your goal as fast as possible. People that try and do that are the ones that screw up and rebound, or screw up and just always are running their their wheels in circles. And so what's more important than getting to your goal as fast as possible is making consistent progress while really being able to enjoy it, while feeling satisfied, while feeling good, because that will ensure that when you get to your goal, you'll be able to maintain it. But if you're killing yourself there and you don't feel good and you feel deprived, then it's gonna be very, very hard to maintain it. So remember, it's not about how fast you get there, it's about getting there and maintaining it and enjoying it. So keep that in mind. Now, if you want to really get to your goal as fast as possible without pushing it too fast, so you don't reduce your metabolism, you don't mess up with your strength and your muscle gains, then I definitely suggest checking out my aggressive fat loss program. And if you want to take it a little bit slower, be able to focus on putting on some muscle and building some strength, and losing about 4 to 5 pounds of fat a month instead of like 8, then you'd want to go on the Warrior Shredding Program, a fantastic program. But best thing to do is just use my Physique Builder tool, find out what's going to work best for you. But some people might promise that you'll go from 20% body fat to 10% in 3 weeks, and it's just not going to happen. These things take time, and you need them to take time, because if you rush it, you're going to screw up. You're going to be spending years and years running in circles like I did. I remember, when I was 18, 19, I used to try and go on 1,500 calorie diets. I wanted to lose 3-4 pounds of fat a week, and I felt miserable. My workouts plummeted, I lost muscle, and I couldn't sustain it, so I'd always keep going back to binging, and I'd never actually bring my weight consistently down. I'd just in the same spot, running circles, feeling horrible, and then binging and feeling guilty. So you don't want to rush it at all. It's going to take some time, but that's good. It's important. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Wait, I gotta go hit my Bob. He's chilling over there. You see him? Boom, 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 boom. That's him right there. But anyways, again, I really hope you enjoyed the video. This is where I'm at. I want to get a little bit tighter, a little bit leaner. Maybe 2 less pounds of fat, 2 more pounds of muscle. And that will be that. So thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Peace.